You know, Randy, I've been watching the award shows, and my God, some people are really pretentious about their art.
Well, that won't be a problem with today's legend, Steve. A man who saw stand-up as art, but understood its place.
And it's so funny and powerful, and it's moving to so many people. And it takes an amazing amount of work. On the other hand, you're also plying this craft in a chicken wing slinging factory.
I'm Steve McClellan.
And I'm Randy Hodgins. And while today's legend knew comedy was considered a lowbrow art by many, he practiced it at an extremely high level during an all-too-brief career. But let's start long before he was a ubiquitous presence on Comedy Central, when Greg Giraldo was headed down a much different path.
Born in 1965 in the Bronx to immigrant parents, Greg was seen from the start as the family brain, attending an elite Jesuit high school in New York before ultimately graduating from Columbia University and then Harvard Law School in 1990. But a brief stint as a corporate lawyer convinced Greg he had no aptitude nor interest in the actual practice of law.
Greg began trying his hand at stand-up comedy around 1992. He claims to have been influenced by bad comics he saw on TV, thinking, man, those guys blow so bad, I could do that. Audiences agreed, and soon Greg was featured at comedy clubs around the country. This bit from an early Comedy Central special show features Greg comparing the knowledge of the average American and the average European.
They had to dumb down the British version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for American audiences. They had to make it a lot easier so we can get some of the questions right, and it's still pretty impossible. And that show's a big hit. It's going to be on the air for like 10 years, and we keep getting dumber and dumber. What do you think that show will be like then, you know? For $5 million. What does the A in USA stand for? Is it A, America? Or B, cucumber?
Greg's blazing wit made him a favorite on the show Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn, where a panel of stand-ups shredded the daily news as well as each other. He also became a fixture at Comedy Central Celebrity Roasts, where they attempted to bring back the uninhibited Friars Club model rather than those sanitized Dean Martin versions. Greg's takedown of Baywatch star David Hasselhoff, then in the news for a series of drunken videos posted on YouTube, is considered among his finest.
You're huge in Europe. You're even knighted by the Queen of England. She dubbed you cirrhosis of liver. Hasselhoff, have you ever not been drunk? You used to have a car that started when you talked to it. Now you have a car that won't start when you blow into it.
Greg struggled with prescription drug addiction for much of his career, using them to control a perpetually chattering mind. He was candid about his struggles, trying rehab several times, but eventually losing his battle in 2010. When he died, the tributes were long and loud from fans and fellow comedians alike, including Jon Stewart, who renamed his moment of Zen closer to a moment of Greg in his honor.
You can find out more about Greg Giraldo and all our comedy legends, including video clips and extended audio cuts at laughtracksradio.com. Thanks for listening, and until next time, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. Goodbye, everybody.